Finally, there's royal recognition for one of New Zealand's bravest soldiers. Lance Sergeant Haane Manahi was a World War II hero. His actions, according to many, deserved the military's highest honour, the Victoria Cross. At a ceremony in Rotorua, his family has accepted another royal honour instead. Scott Campbell is with us now live from Rotorua. Scott.
Well, Carolyn, Haane Manahi lies in a grave just over my left-hand shoulder. Now, his supporters say he hasn't been able to rest properly because he's never had the recognition that he deserved.
A royal sword passes from the hands of a prince to the family of a New Zealand war hero. For 20 years, the family of Lance Sergeant Haane Manahi have waited for this moment. The Duke of York, Prince Andrew, today delivered the sword and a special message that traversed the decades back to the battlefields of World War II, where Manahi and his Maori Battalion comrades fought so bravely.
Her Majesty the Queen has personally asked, nay commanded me to convey her personal admiration for Lance Sergeant Manahi's bravery.
No less than 5 generals recommended Manahi be given the ultimate British war honour, the Victoria Cross, for his bravery, but it was never awarded. The local people of Te Arawa, the Manahi family and the Maori Battalion have battled to get the war hero awarded that distinction. Instead, the Duke of York brought a unique honour, agreed to by Te Arawa, the New Zealand government and the Queen.
His gallantry brings great honour to his descendants, to the 28th Maori Battalion and to the Te Arawa people.
For God, an altar cloth was given to the church next to where Manahi is buried. For King, a letter from the Queen acknowledging his, quote, remarkable bravery. And for country, a sword from the Royal Collection, which the Te Arawa people have gifted to the Chief of Defence.
In the fight for the recognition for deeds committed in the heat of battle. Finally, I'm proud to say, and relieved to say, that fight has finally been won.
It's been a long-standing controversy, but today's offering is seen as an opportunity to resolve that.
One of our sons recognised. It's been a long time, but I think the right thing's been done.
The hero himself died in the late 80s. Today's last post, a sign to his family and supporters that their mission has been accomplished.
And Carolyn, today has been a very emotional day, and while most here have accepted this award and they're quite happy with it, there are still a few who say that it's VC or nothing. One of those was 89-year-old Sonny Sewell. He's one of the last 2 remaining members of Manahi's B Company. Now, he boycotted today's proceedings, saying that it's an insult that Manahi was never given the VC, and that he says he maintains he still deserves it.
Scott Campbell, thank you. Well, according to battle-hardened commanding officers, Haane Manahi's deeds were among the bravest of the Second World War. So why wasn't he awarded the Victoria Cross? Jeff Hampton has been investigating.
Crossed out, New Zealand Army commanders had recommended Sergeant Haane Manahi for the Victoria Cross. It was replaced by the less prestigious Distinguished Conduct Medal. But everyone who saw Manahi in action with the Maori Battalion at Te Kruna knew he deserved more. With a handful of men, he fought his way up sheer cliffs 3 times, holding the position against 200 German and Italian soldiers.
One of the great generals of the war, Horrocks, regarded the Maori Battalion taking Te Kruna as the most gallant feat of arms he witnessed in the whole war. So there's no doubt at all that Manahi deserved a VC for that action.
Harper's written a book on New Zealand's Victoria Cross winners. He says those campaigning for Manahi to get one were up against it, because in 1949 King George VI decreed there should be no more gallantry awards for actions in the Second World War. Manahi himself was a modest man who spoke little about the war, as this rare interview shows.
2 companies, half a battalion, did that counterattack. That's a big force. Force, all right.
Another Maori, Lieutenant Moana Nui Akiwa Narimu, got the VC a month before Manahi's recommendation. This might have counted against Manahi.
This isn't the only case. There are at least 15 to 20 other New Zealand Victoria Cross winners who were recommended but were also downgraded, and sometimes for the most strangest of reasons.
He says today's presentation is the ideal solution. Jeff Hampton, 3 News.